In most video games, the main character usually has a goal that you can look up to, is reliable, likable, or even some cases misunderstood but understandable. However, in this list, we're not only going to look at those people, we're going to see the worst of the worst, whether they're annoying, generic, or straight up terrible. We're going to look at the worst video game protagonists of all time.
Man, Nathan Prescott is messed up and dangerous. This day never ends.
Oh, and thanks, Chloe.
From the original Life is Strange game, Max was a decent character with some cool time travel powers, but her best friend Chloe was the worst part of the game. She was annoying, always blaming her problems on other people, especially selfish, and made a lot of dumb decisions. So it did not help that the prequel, Before the Storm, made her character even worse. Her only personality trait was to be a rebel and angry all the time while she says over Rachel Amber. Even in the prequels, she acts like her bad behavior what makes her special, which I find annoying.
Those who know my name whisper it in fear. Most people I meet, I only meet once. I am Drake, the assassin. To me, life is all about death.
Drake of the 99 Dragons is one of those characters that the creators think is cool, but overall he's pretty stupid. Drake himself is a dumbass who thinks he's all that, when in reality he's just a big dumb idiot that doesn't want to listen to anybody. He even kills himself at the start of the game just to become stronger, and they wanted to make a franchise out of this character. Idiotic.
He left an hour ago to see Carlos, you know, his dealer in San Alfonso. What do you fucking want him, man?
Same reason I want all of you. Time to pay Carlos a visit.
Don't get me wrong, Right to Hell Retribution is a terrible game, but the main character, Jake Conway, does not make it any better. Initially, his character seemed interesting, being a Vietnam War veteran trying to take revenge on a rival gang that killed his brother. Interesting, right? Not in the game. Most of the story, you're just killing mostly random people who aren't really part of the gang and having relations with random female characters with clothes on. He feels more like the bad guy in the game than what the story tries to tell. I don't blame people for thinking Jake is a psychopath.
You don't look like an archivist.
You don't look like a hero.
That's because I'm not.
I'm not sure if it's the characterization or the dialogue itself, but Frey is insufferable. She acts like she's always right, blame everybody else for her problems, and she is very ignorant. When people ask for her help, she just seems like she doesn't care or gets really annoyed with them. And even when she tries to do the right thing, she's painfully annoying.
She had nothing to do with this. She's pregnant. Good.
This is going to be a controversial pick because both the game and the character make a lot of people mad. It's Abby from The Last of Us 2. The reason why she's not a good protagonist is that she does a lot of screwed up things in the game, but the game wants you to sympathize with her, even though she's as bad as the people she hates. Overall, she's a boring character. Other than her backstory, she has nothing to offer. Personality-wise, she just feels like a character to push the plot.
I'm 1,200 years old!
You don't look a day over 12,000.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck
you! You're dumped.
Dante from Devil May Cry is obviously one of the coolest characters in games because he's a badass who's chill and doesn't care. But reboot Dante is the opposite of that. He's an edgelord crybaby who thinks he's cool, but at the end of the day, he's lame. The game makes him a try-hard, inexperienced teenager who's inferior to the original Dante. Luckily, later on, we got back him and not the reboot Dante. Yay! Do you know that stereotype when it comes to nerds? That all of them are weak, pathetic crybabies? Well, that's Lester in a nutshell. He literally runs away from any enemy, gets too scared of them, then walks in a snail's pace. This is a really pathetic character if you ask me.
Fella you're with, the black kid? Dresses like a writer? Does he know anything?
You are racist.
Pax is a really bland, unlikable character that always gaslights her friends and happens to be a sociopath. She's also a massive hypocrite. She wants to end all fascism, but using her fox powers to cancel, trigger, or bully her enemies just proves that she's an overall terrible person. And the worst thing is that the game acts like it's a good thing why she's doing these stuff.
You okay? I think I'm fine. Oh my god. Oh my god, I got his brains in my mouth. Water, give me water.
Jesse and Sophia might as well be the two most annoying game protagonists of all time. Their dialogue is just cringe, and they feel like dude bros, but just females. Even though they're fighting in a war, they never take it seriously, and overall just unbearable to deal with. It's honestly surprising that they're the offspring of one of the most badass video game characters.
You guys realize how messed up all this is? My 12-year-old sister killed herself. She died right here. Right where we're standing.
Hey, dude, cool it with that! No one cares about your sister right now. We almost just died ourselves.
Do you know that stereotype of the entitled, smug hipster who always thinks they know everything even though they don't? That's Alex in a nutshell. He's an annoying asshole who never shuts up, and he's a dick to his friends. The creator tried to make him a flawed protagonist, but it fails painfully short. He's egotistical and only cares about himself, which makes him extremely unlikable. Every time he meets, especially his closest friends, he's extremely disrespectful to them and acts like he knows everything, which most of the time he doesn't. Which makes him really annoying is that he monologues for most of the game, which is annoying, especially when most of the dialogue is basically useless. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you agree with me or disagree with me, tell me in the comments. And if you enjoy my content enough, you can subscribe. Anyway, goodbye now.